Thank you for trusting me to read for you. I have several different kinds of questions we're going to answer. First of all, this person wants to talk with you about sex, but they only want to talk to you about it if you want to talk to them about it. So we're going to give you some signs. It's either Leo energy, ooh, Pisces, or, oh, we had Leo come back up. Capricorn. So we had Leo in here twice. So it's very strong Leo energy coming in that's going to want to talk to you about sex. And then we also have Pisces or Capricorn that are going to want to have a conversation with you about sex. Then this person masturbated to you. So I'm going to give you some like physical characteristics to see if this is somebody like that you recognize. So this is a person who masturbates to you. They're a dog lover. They have dimples. This one kind of popped out too. And they're really logical. Some of you are like, let's see if it's. Those are kind of. Let's get a couple more. And they're your best friend. Interesting. That one popped out. Did you see how that kind of flew up there? So your best friend is showing if your best friend follows these other characteristics, then that's somebody who has gotten off to you. They have masturbated to you. All right. So those are some, just little tidbits of information about somebody in your life. Then the next yes or no question is, do they want to fuck you? Let's find out. And then let me know in the comments if this is your answer. Even before you see it on the coin, just do you know that this is your answer? Do they want to fuck you? The coin says no, they don't. So this may be something that they've told you. And it may be even something where, excuse me, sometimes with this word, it doesn't feel like as romantic as they want. So that may be also a reason why it's coming up as no. Like that might even be something that you don't like. So they also are going to be like, no, I want something romantic with you. Okay, so then let's find out this way. There's cat hair all over this table because this is where they hang out and sit in the sun. So the next question is, do it this way. Will you two sleep together? Will you two sleep together? Let's see what the coin says. Will you two sleep together? It's showing as a no. I feel like the reason this is coming in is because of the desire for like an actual relationship. So that can be the vibe that you're looking into this, when you're looking and hearing these sex texts. It can also be romance. I feel like you're kind of worried that nobody else wants romance. It's almost like you're worried that you're not going to find somebody who wants to be slow and gentle and kind, and you're just like, everybody wants these like disrespectful. It almost has like like you feel like the way it kind of like gets portrayed is disrespectful towards women, or it's not um kind, or it's just disrespect is like kind of the vibe I'm feeling that you're not wanting. So let's look at the texts here. It says this is the text you might think about sending. This is a text you should research. This is a text you should take seriously. And oh, there's two that you should take seriously. So let's do these four, and then this is going to have about 12 cards because there's three of those. So, like I said, make sure you're comfortable. Let's just do all four here. So make sure that you are relaxed. So this is a text you might think about sending. You might actually think about blocking this person, especially after you saw that, like, they don't want to have sex. You're like, well, then why the hell am I even investing in this? So let's just take a break from that. So when I talk about researching, I feel like this person is nervous. They're worried about being rejected. So they're not really giving you the romance that you're looking for. They're not saying like the sweet nothings that you've always kind of like desired. So you're gonna want to you almost have like this pride and prejudice energy, like Elizabethan, like you're super conservative, and it's a lot of like I even feel like some of the information you got about sexual connections were from like romance novels. So there's like an element of sexuality that you're not like paying attention to, which is some of that like animalistic feeling, basically. So this is a text you should take seriously. Right. And then, so these are both of them. These are the texts that you should take seriously. Actually, what? No, I'm sorry. This is just one, and then we'll pull another one. So this person, when it says sexting, say something, you need to, I just heard that, say something, I'm giving up on you. Like, I feel like you and this person are going to drift apart and not get to the level of sexuality that you want to be at with them if you don't start opening up and talking. Because there's a balance and a mix between what you are kind of wanting and what you're actually almost just assuming the other person wants. Like you're afraid that it's all going to be about sex, but you're not really giving them a chance to show you the charm and the fun and the excitement. Like you're not allowing that to happen basically by assuming that they only want a sexual relationship. And then let's do other texts that you should take seriously. Put on some high heels. High heels, your person wants to see you in high heels. Yeah, even if you're a guy. I feel like this person is going to kind of get the sense that you want to go slower, and they're just gonna want to be like, okay, well, instead of like spanking you, can you put some high heels on? Like, I feel like this person right now it might seem like they're really being a little bit pushy for the sexual side, but I feel like they're even going to like calm down with that once they see that okay, you do want to do something like that. It's just going to take some time. So if things continue the way they are right now, you guys won't be in this energy of like sleeping together and having a sexual relationship. But if you can communicate and be willing to kind of put some effort into the sexting side, I do feel that you'll get sexting and charm because that's that balance. Okay. So then the next one, this is the text you might see and be surprised. This is the text you should think about. This is the text you should be open to. And this is the text you should journal about. So now we're at like 13 cards. I think this is really helping you with your relationship. Be sure to let me know. This is the text you might see and be surprised. This is the text you might see and be surprised. Oh, bathe me. Bubbles. Unwind with a relaxing warm bubble bath. Make sure you get those hard to reach spots. When I think of taking a bath, I think of time. I feel like this person is gonna want to go to like the hotels that have like the really nice baths and like be together like that. I feel like you're gonna get a lot more intimacy than you are like aware of. That some of that intimacy is part of the sexual relationship. This is a text you should think about. Masturbate, touch yourself. I feel like you actually don't spend a lot of time masturbating. I feel like this will actually be helpful for you because when you know what you like and where to touch it, it's kind of like knowing what you like to eat for dinner. You're not going to have to taste a whole bunch of different things to be like, oh, I don't like asparagus and I really like steak. You're going to be like, oh, I like it when I get touched here and I don't like it there. Like that's going to help you with communicating. I feel like for some of you that the person might even be like, oh, do you masturbate? And you're not gonna really know, like you're not gonna have an answer, so you might want to work on that now. This is a text you should be open to. When I think of opening, when I'm saying opening here, it's acceptance. It's like a feeling of this is a text that you should be accepting of. Rub my butt. I feel like this is something that this person is gonna want you. It's funny because it's like bathe me, rub my butt. This person's gonna want you to physically give them attention. I feel like they may even be like the dominant person who's just gonna kind of be like, okay, now we're gonna do this, now we're gonna do that, you know? But I feel like you like that. You're wanting to help them be happy and comfortable. It actually gives you happiness as well. The fourth one, this is the text you should journal about. I want anal sex. Playtime. This person wants anal play in their sex life. So that's what I feel like you're kind of like, you're a little bit more conservative with like what you're wanting. And then they're going to be going from like rubbing the butt to like, I want to do some anal sex things. Because this is about like, it could be giving, could be receiving, it could be all different ways that this is like happening. But this is something that your person is interested in. So this is something when it's talking about journaling about that, I really feel like it's about what are my limits, what are my boundaries, what do I want, what don't I want? When you saw this card, what was your first thought? How did you really feel? Like really learn yourself so that you can open up with this person and find out if you're compatible. Okay. So then the next four, this is the text you might get. This is the text you might send. This is the text you might think twice about. And this is a text you might get. So we're going to do those four again. Give it a little shuffle here. This is a text that you might get. This is a text that you might get. Wow. Keeps coming up for you. Masturbation. They might ask you about it. They might want to know what turns you on, what makes you masturbate, what makes you want to touch yourself. Like, this is a text that I feel like is going to be something they're going to want to talk about. Then this is a text you might send. There's actually two of them. All right. So to me, these are both classic things. Suck my nipples. Sucking your person's nipples is a huge turn on for them. Missionary. Your person wants it plain and simple because sometimes vanilla is so delicious. So these are texts that you are sending, which really for me follows along what I've kind of felt from like your vibe and your energy the whole time is that it's like this energy of like I like missionary, I like vanilla, I like things to be straightforward. I don't want to play big games and have toys and have to do all these, crazy things to have a sexual relationship with somebody. And that's what you can tell them. Tell them that. It's okay. This is all about communication. This is all about you and this person both being comfortable. And if what's most comfortable for you is, missionary vanilla sex and you don't like to masturbate, you can have those conversations as well. Like you can say what you want and what you don't want. This is the text you might think twice about. Role play. It's time to dress up. What role do you want to play? Tell your partner. Now, there may be roles that are about these things that you can play that feel comfortable for you. You know what I mean? It can be like, um, hmm, I drew a complete blank, which usually I'm really, really good at fantasies and role plays. So maybe there isn't one that you really have created yet. What would be a role that you would want to play or play with someone else? Even going back to that, like reading those romance novels, even that could be something. It could be like, what are they all about? Like, I was about to lose the farm, and then I met this person who saved everything, and then we fell in love. You know what I mean? Like, you can make up those roles that will bring the excitement in for the other person because they do like things to be like exciting and different. And you can still have each of those roles and role plays follow your basic desire and comfort level. And then throughout that, you might find things that you like want to add. This is a text you might get. This is a text you might get. You're a little nervous. What is the text? What is the text? You're like, let's be free. Your person wants to try something you haven't done before. So these are texts that you might get. You know what I mean? Like if you're coming in with this like missionary energy, they're gonna counterbalance that. And I feel like you guys can find roles that are, you know what I mean? You can be like the pirate and the princess. You know what I mean? Like you can come up with roles that you can play that will allow you to both have like what you need when it comes to sexuality. But the overarching element that I see overarching element that I see is communication is definitely needed, but there is a possibility for this working, but only through communication. All right, thank you for trusting me to read for you, and I look forward to reading for you again.